time goes on, they are going to dig their heels in and stay this kooky course they're on. We're not allowing real objective intellectual discourse, only allowing things to be discussed that align with their ideology, which is the opposite of higher learning. Even if you are diametrically opposed and you vehemently opposed to an ideology, you should be able to argue against that ideology in a more convincing and profound way.
Of course.
That's what higher learning is supposed to be all about. They've abandoned that for activism. That's a death knell. They've signed their own death certificate.
Yeah.
So I think all these people that are, in control of the narrative of ancient history and of archaeology and of the timeline of the human being itself, I think, because that's changing all the time. I mean, they just recently found a version of a human being that's 500,000 years older than we thought the first human came from. So they just pushed the timeline of a human being to 1 million years. When you're a young kid and you're 18 years old or 17 years old and you leave high school and then all of a sudden you're in a university, you're so malleable and there's so many social pressures for you to sort of you just become your environment. You sort of give in to the zeitgeist of whatever the university has. And for a lot of people, it's like leftism and Marxism and socialism, and and you're all like fighting for like social cred and virtue signaling, and you're just trying to stand out. And one of the ways to stand out is to be like the most virtuous, like Bob's so hardcore. And like, and this is like this social game that's going on while you're also supposed to be educating these people. So what we're supposed to be doing in a really good higher institution of learning, you would be challenging all these suppositions. You'd be challenging all these preconceived notions that these people have. And you would be offering alternative perspectives and asking them to form the best argument to who's right and who's wrong. You'd have debates and it would be wonderful. People would get fascinated. But, you can't do that now because people need a safe space, and people will fucking set off fire alarms if they don't like that you say that trans women shouldn't be competing with biological women. Like, they're so opposed to anything that doesn't align with their ideology that it's destroying the very purpose of their existence.